Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We are with Jim Kinney. He is our trusted handyman. And Kathy from Minnesota is purchasing this property, and she wanted to have Jim come and take a look at it. And so Jim is not a licensed contractor, but how long have you been servicing these communities, Jim?
Over 20 years in Arizona. Since I was 18, I started in Michigan, and let me see, I'm 65, so 1 or 2 years.
Yeah, and you also can make appliances work in a lot of cases.
I worked for Sears Roebuck as a repairman for 30 years.
Yeah, so, and I know I think we've been doing business for at least 15.
Yeah, at least.
And I have never had an unhappy customer with you, ever. You are just a wonderful person. So if somebody wants an inspection, you charge between $75 and $100 depending on the size of the property. You don't give a full written report and take photos. But if somebody wants to save on purchasing a regular home inspection with a licensed home inspector and they feel comfortable using a handyman, then you're the guy.
10-4.
All right, so you've taken a look at this property. Why don't we kind of show, perfect, why don't we kind of walk through and we can kind of show what you have found. Do you want to start back here in the shed area, or do you want to go around the house?
Whatever you want to do.
Okay, why don't we go ahead and we'll walk on this way. We'll go on the front door and go ahead and you can lead me and then just kind of show me what you found. There weren't too many surprises. On our video, our sale video for this property, we kind of showed a couple things that I knew ahead of time were going to need to be addressed, but he has confirmed that, and so.
Okay, I look for things that are constructionally a problem, plumbingly a problem, electrically a problem, and the overall condition of the home. So on this particular home, I found that in the kitchen area, it's in pretty good shape. We need a couple of things addressed. One is the disposal's non-operative. The previous knew that. They put tape over the control and unplugged it.
Okay.
All right, so that, kitchen.
And they are original appliances.
Yes.
But they're working.
They are in working condition.
Okay, that's good.
All of them.
All right, and so, but there's no leaks in the sink or underneath?
No leaks, no, it's in good shape.
Okay, and then you also went underneath and you found that it does have copper plumbing.
It does have completely copper plumbing.
Yeah,
so
that's great.
That's a really good plus out here in the desert.
Okay. Maybe the bathroom next?
I think our bathroom's the biggest
problem. Yeah, and we'll go back and you can kind of, I showed this, I think, in the first video, just because I knew that these things were going to need to be done.
We've got a pop-up problem. It's broken internally. It's also restricted, so it's got a slow drain. I believe a brand new pop-up, which is inexpensive in itself, will correct that problem.
Okay.
Our biggest problem is the shower control system.
Yeah.
I can try to or it can possibly be rebuilt or totally replaced.
No, I would replace that. That's just time.
10-4. And our water.
Yeah.
And our water.
Yeah, for sure. It's just time sometimes. And then there's those two doors.
Two-door supports need to be replaced. That's no big deal either.
Okay. And that's something that you can do. You like all the stuff that you're showing, pretty much you can take care of.
I can do anything. The only thing I don't do is roofs and floors. And speaking of that, the roof's in good condition. It's totally aluminum. It could use a new coating of roof sealant. It's been coated in the past, but it's been a while.
Yeah.
The biggest thing I found is the roof ventilator. Bearings are bad. It's called a whirlybird.
Where does that come out of?
It mounts to the roof, but as it spins, it creates a vacuum in between the roof layers.
Oh, okay.
And then kind of helps.
So there's not like a vent that we can see where it's coming out of? It's
you can kind of. If you take the whirlybird off, you'll see the hole.
Okay, where is that hole in conjunction to where we're standing right now?
Oh, lordy, lordy. It would be closer to the kitchen area.
Okay.
I would say it's right about here.
Oh, okay.
About middle of the home.
Okay, so that needs to be replaced?
Yes.
Okay.
It's shot.
Okay.
Okay, good. Underbelly's good. It's a fiberboard coating or cover rather. never been cut into. There's
Wow.
no signs of any leakage on it, you know, whereas water would show a stain.
Right.
You know,
and I didn't see any stains in the ceiling
No,
either. Yeah,
no.
so probably a good idea to get it coated just because it's probably time, but I didn't see any leaks. And we've had some pretty torrential rain.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
I lost some shingles this year. AC pump is fairly new. It's in great shape. It's given us a 30-degree temperature exchange, simply meaning that if we're going through our air filter system with 82 degrees temperature, we go to our register, we're getting 52 return. That's an excellent return.
Okay.
Speaking of the filter, it's time to have that replaced
Okay.
too.
And where's that? Right
That's
here?
right here by
Okay.
Vigo.
All right.
No big deal.
Okay, great.
Okay, then all we're up against is the door locks.
Okay.
So
Yeah, we'll just show back here.
as we looked,
Because I know one thing that the licensed home inspectors tell us is these are not good ideas.
Well, no, because if you lock this and you take your key out, which you would, because if they break the window, there's a key, they open it. Well, anyway, if there's a fire, you want to get the heck out, right? You're stumbling around for your key, you're stuck. So now you got to run that way.
Yeah.
But and it's not working very well. It's very difficult to get it to lock. So a new deadbolt and handle would be the way to go on that.
Okay. And
then the shed.
Yeah, the shed.
Now the shed's another story.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
So that looks like somebody hit their car into that at one time, and then they've been keeping it locked with a screwdriver.
And the what?
But I mean, if worst case scenario they didn't want to, they could always put a padlock on that.
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
But
A new door handle would be good too, because it won't lock unless you do it internally, and then who's to say that the key's going to get it to unlock, and the clasp doesn't.
Yeah, the door's kind of in rough shape.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Could that door be replaced?
If we can find the right size, I imagine we can.
Looks like a pretty standard size.
Yeah.
Now in here is where she's going to put the washer and dryer. We already got the quote from a licensed plumber, licensed electrician. It's go on this back wall, and doesn't look like any of this is secured to the wall. So Jim said he could get that removed out as well, and in time to get the plumbing and wiring done.
Yep.
And I guess. What other questions? What do you know about anti-siphon valves?
Anti-siphon valves. You mean for spigots? Or
Yes,
for
spigots.
Okay. What the code is for that is that, let's say everybody hooks up hoses. If you hook up your hose to just a spigot and you lay it out there and do your plants and you go ahead and you turn your water off, and then it rains overnight, it's potential that it can create a vacuum that would suck that dirty water into your watering system.
Okay.
So what a anti-siphon valve does is when you turn that water off, it breaks the vacuum.
Oh, okay.
That's
it's never been explained to me that way
That's why
before.
you'll always see when you turn them off, they leak.
Yeah.
Well, that's releasing the vacuum.
Okay.
The pressure.
All right. Does this have them on it?
I didn't even see an outside spigot.
All right. Let's go ahead and go out back. We just kind of can't bring the camera out here too long.
Usually they go. Hold on.
So this is the main electrical service right here.
Correct. This is gas.
Okay.
And there's the water system there. She's got a hose thing, but I didn't see a spigot. No, I didn't see it.
Yeah. Okay.
Why does she have a hose thing?
I don't know. Yeah.
See how he's got the thing on the ground there?
Yeah.
He hooks up there and he doesn't have a anti-siphon.
Okay. All right. So this doesn't have an exterior spigot.
No.
Okay. And then where's her water service? It's right
Underneath
here.
259.
Okay. So if she ever had a leak, then she would just come out here and turn this off.
Yeah, they just lift that up.
Okay. Yeah.
And there's a turn off right there, that red handle.
All right. And let's go find the sub panel inside the home and just take a look at that so we can show her where that is. The termite inspection was just done and no termites.
Nice.
Yeah. I don't know.
why the air works so nice.
I know, it's nice and cool in here. So that's our sub panel.
This is a pretty simple panel. It's never been added to. The only one they've got turned off is what would have been called a furnace. I believe that was probably the old slump cooler.
Yep.
And you're in code with everything else.
Okay, good. Yeah, and they had the furnace removed when they put the heat pump in.
There you go.
Now, can we grab the golf cart keys and just see if that golf cart works? Because I know we had it serviced, but I just want to. I know the golf cart was. There's the back door. I know I saw a golf cart key somewhere. This is it.
Might be.
Nice. Oh, and it needs a bulb on the outside.
Right.
Yeah, forgot about that.
Switch has to be on for the charger to work. Well, it's flashing empty on the battery right now.
Oh, so it won't anyway.
Probably not.
All right. Yeah, that is the key though.
She's dead.
Yeah, you need to plug it in.
Yep.
Okay, we'll plug it in and then see if it works. Okay, well, I think that's about it. And if somebody's interested in using your services, either for the stuff that you mentioned earlier, or if they wanted to have you go check a property out for them, what's the best number to reach you?
My cell, 602-448-0505. It's the only number I got, really. And even on things that I'm not professionally able to handle, squeaky floors, ceiling problems, roof problems, whatever, I do have people that do handle that kind of work.
That you trust.
And they're very fair.
Yeah, that's great. And we'll get a price from you on the stuff that you found in here, and then we'll let Kathy know.
Cool.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.